10 most amazing skyscrapers in the world. For centuries, human beings have always been fascinated with the idea of reaching the skies. In fact, in most traditional religions, deities were believed to have their home in the heavens. From the likes of Odin in Norse mythology to the Greek gods atop Mount Olympus, the heavens were left solely for the gods watching their creation from up above. In modern times, however, we humans have discovered ingenious ways of sampling the amazing heavens. Whether it's by flying metal contraptions thousands of feet above the air known as planes, or by building dazzling skyscrapers that dare to break into outer space, one thing is for sure: the sky is no longer the limit. So, in this video, we will take a look at 10 of the world's most amazing skyscrapers that have astounded people ever since they were constructed. Number 10. Burj Khalifa, Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Dubai is one of the wealthiest cities in the world, and as such, she loves to boast her wealth in magnificent ways. One way her people do so is by constructing architecture that would have been thought only possible in the realm of imagination. Take for example the Burj Khalifa, which to date is the tallest man-made structure in the world. Standing at an astonishing 828 meters tall, the building plays host to many businesses, including eccentric hotels and shopping centers, not to mention holding the world's highest mosque located on the 158th floor. Thanks to the elegant projecting edges and tripodal designs, the tower is pretty distinctive. The first designs of the structure were made by SOM, Skidmore, Owings, and Merrill. With the employment of the modern tubular system, it used less than half the amount of steel used in construction of the Empire State Building. Inspired by Islamic architecture, its spiral designs are truly breathtaking, and it's no wonder the Burj Khalifa has been likened to the elegant Mosque of Samarra. Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal: you just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, and you will get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it, it really works. Number 9. CN Tower, Toronto, Canada. At the time of its completion in 1976, the CN Tower in Canada was the tallest structure in the world. In fact, it reigned supreme for quite a number of years before eventually being overtaken by the likes of the Burj Khalifa. While it might have lost its supreme title, it still remains the towering figure in the Western Hemisphere. The abbreviation CN refers to Canadian National, the railway company that constructed the tower more than 40 years ago. Considered one of the 7 wonders of the world by the American Society of Civil Engineers, it hosts quite an array of elegant shopping malls, companies, agencies, and clientele alike. Indeed, one of the most frequented spots of the building is the 360 restaurant, located a whopping 351 meters above the ground, which is designed to complete a breathtaking 360-degree rotation after every 72 minutes. With time, however, some of CN Tower's initial records have been broken. For example, it once held the world's highest dance floor, Sparkles, that was located at the indoor observation level, and initially, it was home to the highest observation deck in the world, the Sky Pod, before it was trumped in 2008 by the Sky Deck at the Shanghai World Financial Center. Number 8. Oriental Pearl Tower, Shanghai, China. Shanghai is a bustling city and a central hub to one of the world's largest economies. Yes, this city has its fair share of jaw-dropping wonders, including the impressive Oriental Pearl Tower. And in fact, standing a whopping 468 meters, this was once Shanghai's tallest structure. With its 3 impressive observation decks, tourists can be able to sample amazing views of the bustling Shanghai street life, as well as other eccentric structures around. Moving to the second sight deck, you'll feel intertwined with nature as you watch the impressive Huangpo River meandering ceremoniously at 259 meters above sea level. In fact, this surreal river is one of the primary tourist attractions at the Oriental Pearl Tower. Need we say more? Number 7. Big Ben, London, United Kingdom. Ah, Big Ben. Many poets and writers that call Britain their native soil have written spellbinding reviews of this marvelous piece of history. Indeed, all the sweetest words written by these eccentric logophiles truly make Big Ben a worthy addition on our list. He, or shall we say she, has been featured in many Hollywood and top-tier British films, making her the signature mark of London City. With more than 160 years of proudly standing in London's epicenter, this 96-meter classic structure derived its magnificent name from the late Sir Benjamin Hall, who, at the time of ordering the gigantic 13-ton bell structure, was a Welsh civil engineer and politician. And from then, Big Ben has been telling Londoners the time ever since. Number 6. One World Trade Center, New York, United States. While there has been a lot of controversy surrounding the One World Trade Center, given its dark history, it's still a magnificent sight to behold. At a whopping 1,776 feet, the skyscraper was built at this exact height to mark the year in which the Declaration of Independence was signed, celebrating the indomitable nature and veracity of America's growth. As the world's largest economy, the United States boasts spellbinding structures in cities like New York that would give the likes of Shanghai and Dubai a run for their money. In line with current technological trends in the civil engineering industry, the One World Trade Center boasts amenities such as biological and chemical filters in its ventilation systems, making the air in the building some of the cleanest to inhale in such a large metropolis. Number 5. Eiffel Tower, Paris, France. Paris, the city of love. The one place where hopeless romantics can gather en masse and confess their undying love for one another. And to encapsulate such burning desires, Parisians have built breathtaking structures to go in tandem with these strong emotions. The Eiffel Tower is, indeed, one of such noteworthy structures. Built in 1889 by Gustave Eiffel, it marked the entrance to the International Exhibition of Paris being held at that time. Standing at a jaw-dropping 300 meters, it held the title for the world's tallest building for more than 40 years until the opening of the Chrysler Building in 1930. Nevertheless, its popularity has never phased. If anything, it is the epicenter of Paris's thriving tourism industry. Lovers from around the world, as if on some kind of sacred pilgrimage, will always flock to the Eiffel Tower to bond their souls in eternity. Its breathtaking visuals, coupled with a stunning observation deck that lets you capture views of the meandering River Seine, make it a worthwhile tour for any soulful individual. When do you plan to visit the Eiffel Tower? Number 4. Leaning Tower of Pisa, Pisa, Italy. Yet another symbol of love for hopeless romantics to ogle over, the Leaning Tower of Pisa is, in fact, the oldest tower on this list, albeit the smallest. Standing at a paltry 56 meters, this tower is similar to the height of, say, a 5-story apartment building. But it's the history behind the tower that makes it such a national monument and a worthy component for any building enthusiast. For one, did you know that this tower took over 177 years to be built? The main reason was because the foundation of this magnificent slice of history was so poor that a large part of it steadily sunk underneath. So, for engineers to offset the tilt of the building, they had to build one side of the tower considerably taller than the other. Sheesh, it sounds like every civil engineer's nightmare. Perhaps they could have called Bob the Builder to handle this one, eh? Nevertheless, it's one hell of a fun building to visit, and you can climb all its 296 steps to reach the top and feel intertwined with Italy's ancient culture. Number 3. Space Needle, Seattle, United States. The Space Needle is an impressive landmark of the Pacific Northwest, and one of its definitive structures. Like any other diversified building, the Space Needle hosts a restaurant, as well as an observation tower, standing at a whopping 185 meters tall, paying homage to the two architects who envisioned it. Structurally, it looks like a flying saucer tethered to the ground. Built in 1962 during the World's Fair in Seattle Center, the building attracted more than 2.3 million tourists to gawk at its inspiring designs. And hear this, more than 20,000 tourists were using its elevator every day. Boasting one of the fastest elevators in the world, it takes only 47 seconds from the ground floor to the top, as these bad boys travel at a whopping 4.5 meters per second. If you're feeling a little hungry, then the Sky City restaurant is the quintessential place to satiate your hunger plans as you soak in the breathtaking and glorious views around. And now we've come to the best pick of the day, Such a spiraling architectural beauty makes you truly appreciate the level of detail and design that architects and civil engineers put into creating such masterpieces, right? We wonder how long they slaved coming up with such a complex design and actually making it work. Number 2. Milad Tower, Tehran, Iran. Because of the enormous wealth in oil and natural gas, the Middle East is known for constructing some of the most breathtaking structures. One particular structure that dares to dazzle is the Milad Tower in Tehran. This amazing building is constructed with an octagonal base, symbolizing the love its people have for Iranian culture. Consisting of 12 floors, the geometrically designed tower boasts more than 315 meters of concrete shaft, and truth be told, it looks like a giant chess piece smack in the middle of the capital. It is home to more than 100 trade units, restaurants, and top-tier exhibition arenas. The elevators of this building are super fast, operating at 7 meters per second and located strategically in 3 different sides of the tower. Number 1. Empire State Building, New York City, USA. The pride of New York. This 102-story Art Deco skyscraper on 5th Avenue is a sight for sore eyes, and it completely encapsulates its name mainly due to its canopy construction. Designed pre-World War II, the building has a distinctive blonde color thanks to the Indiana limestone used en masse to construct the building, which was derived from the Empire Mill in Indiana. One major flaw of the Empire State Building is that as you go higher, the size of its floors decrease significantly, which means that the upper 81 floors are dwarfed in size by the first 5 floors. Once you go above the 102nd floor, you will notice that the building was designed to host docking airships. Hence, the most famous scenes in Hollywood movies like King Kong, where planes would emerge to shoot down the monstrous gorilla. Other notable features of the Empire State Building include the New York Sky Ride, and we urge you to give it a go if you ever visit New York. With that being said, we have come to the end of our mighty review of some of the most amazing skyscrapers. Words are not enough to compliment these breathtaking sights. You'd have to see them for yourselves to really soak in their impressive aura. So which impressive skyscraper or building would you like to see the most? Let us know in the comment section down below. Want more videos that would probably still exist until the end of time? Click on any of the videos you see on the screen. As always, thanks for watching.